4 forgotten maritime tragedies. Some shipwrecks become legends, immortalized by Hollywood and history books as timeless symbols of tragedy. But beneath the surface of the world's oceans, hundreds of others lie in total silence, despite being equally horrific. Their stories have largely faded into obscurity, forgotten by all but the most dedicated historians. Today, we are looking at 4 terrifying shipwrecks that time nearly erased from our collective memory. The hospital ship Centaur, 1943. Hospital ships are meant to be hallowed sanctuaries. Under the strict international rules of war, they are painted brilliant white with massive red crosses and fully illuminated at night to signal their non-combatant status to any prowling enemy. The Centaur followed every one of those protocols perfectly, but on the night of May 14, 1943, that was not enough to save her. While sailing off the coast of Queensland, Australia, with 332 medical personnel and crew, she was stalked by a Japanese submarine identified later as I-177. At 4:10 a.m., a torpedo slammed into the portside fuel tank. The resulting explosion was so violent, it burned white hot, and the vessel vanished beneath the waves in just 3 minutes. Most of those on board were killed instantly in their sleep. Of the survivors, Sister Ellen Savage stood out. Despite suffering a broken nose and perforated eardrums, she spent 36 hours on a raft tending to the wounded. Cataraqui, 1845. The deadliest shipwreck in Australian history did not involve a modern ocean liner, but a wooden bark named Cataraqui. She was the transport for 369 British and Irish immigrants, mostly young families, who were crossing the globe to seek a fresh start in the colonies. After 4 grueling months at sea, they were just 1 day away from reaching Melbourne. However, a violent storm had prevented Captain Christopher Finlay from taking a Sun or Star reading for 4 days. Blinded by the rain and battered by a fierce gale, the ship struck a jagged reef off King Island at 4 in the morning. The scene was pure horror. Massive waves tore the ship apart, and the ladders to the passenger quarters were smashed, trapping hundreds of terrified families below. By the next afternoon, the ship snapped in half. Of the 423 people on board, only 9 survived, and none of the survivors were women or children. Often called the Spanish Titanic, the Principe de Asturias was a luxury liner bound from Barcelona to Buenos Aires in 1916. She was a marvel of her time, carrying 588 official passengers and a heavy cargo of lead, copper, and 20 massive bronze statues meant for a monument in Argentina. As she approached Brazil, a sudden blinding storm brought visibility to 0. The captain was already hugging the shore to avoid British warships during the First World War, leaving no margin for error. In the pitch black, the ship struck a rocky shoal at full speed. The impact was catastrophic. Seawater flooded the furnaces, causing the massive boilers to explode and plunging the interior into total darkness. The liner sank in less than 5 minutes, taking 445 people with her. Today, the wreck remains a haunting graveyard, with the hull still crowded with the remains of those trapped in the dormitories. Number 4. Montevideo Maru, 1942. The sinking of the Montevideo Maru is one of history's most tragic friendly fire incidents. A Japanese transport ship, she was secretly carrying over 1,000 Allied prisoners of war from the fall of Rabaul. On June 30th, 1942, the American submarine USS Sturgeon spotted her off the Philippines. Unaware the holds were packed with friendly prisoners, the Sturgeon fired a spread of torpedoes. The ship sank in 11 minutes. While the Japanese guards launched lifeboats, the prisoners remained locked behind bars. A few reached the sea, where Japanese survivors later reported a haunting sight. As the ship went down, the Australians trapped in the water did not scream for help. They sang Auld Lang Syne to their dying comrades. The wreck remained a total mystery for 81 years until it was finally located in 2023, resting 13,000 feet deep in the South China Sea, even deeper than the Titanic. These ships may lack the cultural fame of the Titanic, but their stories are a powerful reminder of the sea's unpredictable nature and the weight of history. They represent thousands of lives lost to war, weather, and error, souls whose final moments were spent in the depths. Thank you for learning about these forgotten events and honoring the lives affected. If you found this exploration of history compelling, consider subscribing for more insights into the world beneath the waves. Stay safe, and we will see you in the next video.